There's room right behind. Just go say mayor.
All right, everybody. We're about to get started. We're about to get started, please.
Everybody ready? Everybody's good? So at the end of the briefing, we're going to have a question and answer period. 2 questions apiece, in fairness to your colleagues. And that's how we're going to do it in the end. Okay? Sounds good? Mayor?
Good afternoon. This is going to be a great day in Baton Rouge. We're very excited about this press conference to give some super positive news for Baton Rouge. We always need a shot in the arm. And this day is what it is. I could use all kinds of superlatives. One I'll use is game changer for our parish, okay? I try to pride myself on being a unifier and a healer, okay? I spoke on it a lot. But when you're dealing in public service, if you want to look at unifiers and healers, you simply have to look down this row right here. I thank every one of you for being here and being such a huge part of the announcement that we're about to make. It takes everyone to make positive things and positive changes or whatever. And here again, I can't tell you how excited I am about the collaborative effort. We have gotten together. There's been a lot of work with all the folks up here. You know, I want to speak on our council first. What an outstanding group of people we have that love our city and our parish so much. We may not always agree on everything, but isn't that life, right? Yeah. But these folks here work tirelessly for little to give a lot. And in collaboration with our council, as well as our library board, I want to speak on them for a moment. What great stewards they have been in our parish. They are the rock stars of the parish. And between the mayor's office, our council, who've worked tirelessly, and our library board, we've came up with a plan together. We did it together, one team. And in the world we live in, that rarely happens in government. This is a rare, historic day for Baton Rouge. I must say, you know, I got all the coaching accolades, one team, one dream, but the whole thing about it is the unifying and the healing of our parish through these folks up here in whatever role they play. You'll see our police chief, our EMS, our fire, senators, all up here, Mayor Evans, all the folks that are in front of you today. So I can tell you, a lot of people ask me about this job, and it's difficult, and do you enjoy it? I say mostly, but today is a huge win for Baton Rouge. And as a coach, I always say, I've never won a football game I ever coached. I lost most of them. The winners are to my left, right here. With that all being said, I would like to turn it over to some of our council folks.
Don't forget about Council on Aging and Mosquito Abatement, too.
Where are they at? There they are. You see, I talked about the wide receiver, and I talked about the running back, and I got to get the defense. But we've came up with a together plan. But I would like our council and our library to speak on it because they're truly the rock stars in this. So I'm going to step to the side and invite Councilman Dwight Hudson, Jen Rocca, and a few others will speak, and we'll tell you, because you're probably wondering, well, what is this plan? Here it comes. Kick off.
Thank you all so very much for being here with us today. Without imposing any additional millages on the citizens of East Baton Rouge Parish, the council is pleased to have worked with the mayor in creating a comprehensive, straightforward plan to present to you, the public, for rededication of funding for the operations of government. You've just heard from our mayor, but a plan is just a plan until it is voted on by the people, giving all a shared opportunity to move our community forward. We thank Council on Aging, Mosquito Abatement, and the Library Board in joining us with this bold, proactive, and genuine attempt to better the quality of life for all of our residents. Thank you to my Metro Council colleagues. I couldn't be prouder to serve alongside this bipartisan group of servant leaders. And I would like to specifically thank Councilman Dunn, Councilman Hudson, Councilwoman White, Adams, Councilwoman Coleman, and Councilwoman Tawana Harris, alongside the rest of our council members here. We've worked tirelessly with the mayor's office and his administration to bring this forward to you today. So let us all commit to carrying out this message of rededication of resources to the people of East Baton Rouge Parish for their support. My sincerest thank you to everyone that has been involved and everyone that's helped us get here today.
Thank you. Councilwoman Carolyn Coleman and I are going to walk you through some of the mechanics of this plan. Carolyn, do you want to kick us off by saying anything?
No, you do the kicking.
So we're calling this plan the Thrive East Baton Rouge Plan, right? And so the theme of this plan is a bold plan that will improve services, improve the quality of life for all citizens across the entire East Baton Rouge Parish. Thrive secures long-term dedicated funding for libraries. I'll say that again, long-term dedicated funding for libraries. We have listened to you as constituents. Go ahead. We have listened to you as constituents and heard the call for those dedicated funds for libraries, and so we want to honor that, and we will commit to doing that in this plan. But it also gives the city parish the flexibility to invest in our employees, essential services, and a stable future. So I'm going to walk you through, like I said, some of the mechanics of the plan. Library will be renewed and rededicated at 8.3 mills, giving them about $48 million annual budget. We will do a one-time rededication, $52.4 million to pay down city parish debt, generating an additional $9.4 million by paying down that debt. 2.8 mills will be rededicated to parish-wide general purposes. And I want to pause for just a moment and talk about how important that designation is for parish-wide general purposes. We recognize that as constituents in Central, Baker, Zachary, St. George, look at any plan that we put forward, they want to be sure that their tax dollars in those parts of the parish are going to services that they enjoy. And that is exactly what this plan does. Additionally, mosquito abatement will renew and rededicate at their secondary millage. 0.35 mills that they currently get will continue to go to them, and the delta of 0.65 will be rededicated to parish-wide general services. We'll also be renewing our general fund millage of 4 mills, and Council on Aging is coming to the table as well as great partnership. And we'll be renewing and rededicating 0.25 of their millage. At the end of the day, and this is the big thing we want to drive home, this plan generates $36.89 million in flexible general fund money that we can then use to drive this parish forward. Now, there's some big things that we want to do that are going to impact you as constituents across the parish with this plan. And the biggest of which we're calling workforce optimization. We, however, want to do workforce optimization in a stable budget in the face of budget cuts that are expected for next year. So in that vein, we will use $21 million to stabilize our budget moving forward for next year. That $21 million will then be programmed in the future into our critical departments. That will mean no layoffs across city parish. When we go to the workforce optimization piece, we'll be able to do it in a stable environment, keeping our best and brightest employees on the bus and moving this parish forward. We'll then use $13 million to invest in our workforce. So that will mean working on compensation packages, but not just working on pay. Although that is important, we want to be sure that we are doing this in an environment where we are looking at the benefits package. We know from our pay study that was done that we've got to get that package in order. We also recognize that we have to change the way we handle our retirement as that retirement debt continues to grow. So we're looking at, as a part of this plan, also creating a defined contribution 401k style retirement plan for new hires. And so workforce optimization is not just a pay raise. We're doing this in a smart and stable way to get our financial house in order here at City Parish. There's also some additional money left over for critical departments, and we'll be investing in those as well. So I am excited. This is a bold plan, bold action for us across the entire parish. I am so thankful to this group, all the individual council members that came to us with different pieces of this plan. It was not just any one group. This really was, in my almost 9 years on the council, this is the most collaboration we have had across City Parish, and I am so proud of City Parish for embarking on this. Thank you.
So you all heard it. So at this time, I'm going to ask Council on Aging, come on up. Library, come on up. And are the mosquitoes here? All right, so come on, I'm gonna yield to you all. All right, come on, Mary, come on. All right, Katrina, do your thing.
Good afternoon. My name is Katrina Stokes. I am the Executive Director of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. I am very happy to say, after much deliberation and many meetings with many community stakeholders, leaders, council members, and the mayor's office, that we have reached a workable solution. And we thank everyone for your time, for your support, and just a heartfelt thank you.
And really, we truly, truly appreciate the many hours that the mayor's office, the mayor, Metro Council members, community stakeholders, leaders of faith communities, nonprofits, the business leaders in our community, homeowners groups and associations. There's been so much powerful, wonderful, thoughtful engagement over the last 4 weeks. And it's a very important issue, and we have appreciated hearing from you, working with you to get to a solution. And we're really pretty much overwhelmed by that support that we've received from the community at large, because we are parish-wide, we are community-wide, and we love seeing unity in the community. It's been remarkable to see and hear your stories, and we hope to continue in that vein, bringing you your fabulous library system for many years to come. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we want to just say thank you to our councilwoman, who's also on our board of directors. I want to thank my executive board and the seniors of this parish. We met, the advisory board of seniors, we sat down, we came up with what we can do to contribute, because we know that for anything to be successful and to thrive, you have to have unity, collaboration, and cooperation. And so we wanted to do our part and tighten our belt like everybody else and be a team player, be the defense of the team, and go out there and tackle for the library. And so we're here in support. Thank you, Together Baton Rouge, and the prophetic voices, pastors, and I just want to say thank you to the community.
Thank you.
And so, special. And so with all that has been said, you all heard it, Thrive Baton Rouge. Didn't say revive, it said Thrive Baton Rouge. And that's for all of us. Lives will be enhanced in so many different ways, and that's the purpose of this today. So this is great stuff. So I'm going to say, you can put your phones up now. You can enjoy an evening without all the back and forth and up and down, and can just enjoy a cool drink of water. For sure.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to make the announcement that this was a collaborative effort. Many plans were being worked on. Jen and I have been very vocal about what we were working on. Dwight was working on something. Other colleagues were working on something. It wasn't mentioned, but Dwight talked about pension reform and things of that nature. But all of that would not have been possible had it not been the work that Councilman Hurst has done with the pay plan. So that was taken into consideration, and that was a part of this plan as well. As you guys know, I think this announcement needs to be made by myself and the mayor. I have an initiative on the upcoming council meeting that is a millage renewal for our public safety folks, along with the Council on Aging. This takes care of the Council on Aging, so that will be amended. The Council on Aging will not be included in that, and we will move with our first responders. Also, I'll let the mayor do the talking about his item, which many of you guys are probably interested in. He has an announcement of what's going to happen with his item.
What item is that, Councilman? Well, the beauty of the whole thing, with the unity and the healing and everything else, there's no reason for the original item to be on the ballot, right? To be on the and I think it's exciting here again what's going to happen with the parish, but what's more exciting, this just feels good. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, to see everybody together, unified, and now we all got to get busy with the blessings we have and all the roles we in the entire room, and even those that are out on this side of the podium, including our media, to heal and further unify this city. With that being said, any questions you may have for any of us? Perfect.
I was being generous. And I've been told I'm limited to 2, so my first question is, with this one, congratulations on getting to this point. I know it wasn't easy for everybody, and lots of coming together and everything, so that's great. But my question about this is, with Thrive East Baton Rouge, what does that mean for the Revive EDR plan?
It's basically semantics. Other than that, with the Revive deal, so everything has a connotation, right? So Thrive is going that way. It's going forward for our entire parish to do just that, thrive.
And so my other question is, the things that were, and I know we just said that the Thrive is the plan now. Do the plans that were in the Revive, are all those still the same as far as the dollar amounts for the Gardeer Initiative, Head Start programs, things like that?
We're gonna look back at it because there's so many needs in our parish. You know, the non-sexy things are drainage, right? Or infrastructure, but they are needs. We hope, and Dwight spoke on it, workforce optimization. What could go underneath that is the hope that, you know, for pay and all that. But now that we've all agreed on this, we're going to go over the next hurdle and see where it's best and priorities for all our money spent. But it's hope to address, on the original Revive, yes, it's absolutely a goal to address all those things. Yes,
Mayor,
sir.
I wanted to ask you if you could give the public a little look behind the scenes. Obviously, there have been lots and lots of meetings, lots of different plans. Kind of let us look behind the curtain and see what's been going on.
Well, I just think, here's one thing about all the folks up here. Whether it's Mosquito, Council on Aging, our library folks, our council, stakeholders, prophetic voices, other organizations, at the end of the day, don't we all want the same thing? A better Baton Rouge? That could be sometimes skewed, and how does that look for an individual? But we all want a better, clean, safe Baton Rouge. So what's happened is everybody meant well. I can tell you, I went to McDonald's. Yeah, I eat there all the time. I went to McDonald's, and the lady that was getting my food started asking me questions, and she had a plan on how to fix this. It wasn't bad, by the way. I think I'm a hire. But what ended up happening is everybody here contributed. You know, it's a deal like as a coach, I can't coach the game and throw the pass and catch it, okay? I can't do those things. It takes all of these folks. The least amount of credit up here, I'll take the least amount. But every one of them had an idea, and I can tell you, it's been a hectic few weeks, okay? With lots of calls. I think that's Councilman Coleman. Put the phones down. I ain't calling nobody tonight. We got a question over here.
Okay, do you have any comment on the recent rash of shootings, the violent 24 hours that we just recently had?
Just so unfortunate, and our prayers are out there. I can tell you that our law enforcement piece is working very hard. You know, I don't like to put out stats too much. Our shootings are actually percentage-wise down, but anytime young people lose their lives, it's not a good day. So that is something absolutely under the public safety sector that we're working on, and here again, different tentacles.
I just want to clarify, so is the BRPD raises, those historic ones that we first talked about, is that included in the workforce part of this, or a part of it at all?
Yes, my whole deal is to absolutely have pay raises for some of our employees. Police, yes, but across our whole city. You know, I know Councilman Hurst has worked very hard on a pay study, And you can see, that charted. But I don't want to paint the picture that this movement we're doing is just for pay raises for city parish. It's a part of it, and every one of us are collaboratively going to work on making that happen.
Second thing is, just over the past week, can you just talk a little bit about who among the library, you guys have started to talk more with? Because it seems like, I've at least heard that some conversations happening in the library.
Yeah, I don't remember the date, but we were, Mr. Luther, we were at Cafe Americain at the news luncheon, and Mr. Luther asked, hey, could we even come to the table and talk? And I said, sure. But I can tell you there was perhaps a councilman who was working on that way before that already. So I can tell you that between Miss Mary and us, I think we've talked every day for a couple of weeks, right?
We can keep it up.
Yes, yes.
I got One Book, One Community starting on Friday.
What's the name of the book?
Season of Life, about a football coach.
Well, then you picked the right one.
All right, one last question. No questions, thank you.
Hey, let me end on this. I want to end on one thing, one entity not mentioned, the hand of Jesus.